Will this be the last time we hear an NA single cam?
Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, give a trick. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Call me a river, get through with your shit.
Give it a rev! Rev it! He's not a fan, he doesn't like it. Alright guys, so this is gonna be
the worst
$300 turbo
This
kit.
is the worst idea I've had in a while.
It's a Monday right now and we're bored, so we're just gonna decide to start boosting his car. Here, I'm gonna start with bolting on this turbo. Well, first off we gotta drill the pan for the oil feed. Drill that pan so we can just swap them. Alright. And we'll start pulling everything off that you're not gonna need anymore.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
So first off, I'm gonna cut off the bumper because we have to fit up the intercooler. So what we have here, probably a Megan Racing manifold. We have a tile wastegate. Looks like a GT30 size turbo. And then we got the downpipe. I'm gonna pull off the headers and then throw all that together, put that on. Our goal is to do this turbo build in 2 days. We're gonna get going and I'm gonna set up a time lapse of us pulling some stuff off.
Alright, so I just got the headers off, and we gotta use the O2 sensor.
Yep. I'm about to make a wastegate dump, like just so it doesn't point at the brake cylinder. It goes right here on the back, pointed down. I even have a gasket for it. So once I find that, I can just weld a little piece of angle and a straight pipe to it, and then we have a dump.
So what are you doing?
I'm fabbing up some mounts to mount the intercooler quick. Got them all bent up. We just have to fine tune the holes. Perfect wastegate dump. So right now, we took off the spark plug wires. We need to take off these two and this, just so we can fit it in there because it's pretty tight. You could probably do it without taking these off, but you'd have to put the turbo on the manifold after. So we just got all that off. Now it's time to try to finesse this in. Oh, it's so close.
Can you take the wastegate off?
So we got this thing all mounted up. Kinda hangs a little low for my liking, but it'll do for now.
What are we doing here?
There's some intercooler piping on.
Pretty good. Got the vibrant clamps on there.
Clamps?
Whatever it's called. Couplers, I meant. And then we're gonna have to like cut a hole, like
right here.
So we can wrap around.
And then it'll just go right into that.
And then for this side, probably the same thing, right?
Shorter, it's almost like a mid-mount, so it'll boost a little faster.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sleepy's working on getting the boost gauge in.
Probably where I'm gonna mount it.
Over here. Let's go right there. Brian's putting the turbo on. So we're gonna have to relocate the battery, but we have jumpers on it right now, so we can start it up. We need to get a hole saw tomorrow so we can drill the holes for the intercooler piping. Turbo is on. Turbo drain we'll do tomorrow too. Other than that, it's pretty much ready to start. Brian's just putting the plug wires in. We're gonna have to get wrap for them or make a little heat shield because they're pretty close to the turbo and you don't want to be melting one of those. So good to start it, Sleepy. What was that?
I'm scared.
Here we go. Watch out, Zeke.
Ready?
Go. Spools.
Let's go.
Look, it's still going!
That thing spins for days!
Alright guys, so we're at Ebisu right now. Sleepy just got in a terrible crash and we gotta get some more laps in. Got this nice intercooler piping. Got the boost gauge set up right here. And we'll see how much you can boost.
Yep.
Good old 20 inches of vacuum. And there's no MAF, so it just died right out.
So you start it up. So now we get a MAF on here.
Right? Yup.
Yeah. So as of right now, we've been working on this for probably about, what do you say, 2 hours? This is how she sits. We got everything except the intercooler, mass airflow, and the oil drain and feed, and then injectors. So we can do all that tomorrow hopefully, and then see how this thing rips.
Alright, so we're pretty much done for the night. We need to get a hole saw to drill out the holes for the intercooler piping and then cut off this little bracket down there. The intake's done. The MAF is a blow through, so it's right here. And then we have to swap this to a Z32 connector. Boost gauge, we need some vacuum line. And then the oil feed and oil drain, and the turbo kit is done.
And we need to do some battery cable too.
If we go in the back, there's already a battery tie down and battery box, so we're set on that. This kit's not in B class.
I don't know why that's there.
It's done. It's looking good like that.
Alright guys, the next day, picked up some more stuff for the turbo kit.
So our buddy Eggy actually sold us this whole turbo kit. So we picked up this line from him today. The drain, I don't know if I want to use this because it's a top mount and it gets very hot, so not steel
rubber
braided
line
will be sketchy.
Don't you?
With the Z32 MAF connector.
Yep.
These
550cc.
So we should have everything we need to finish this thing off.
Oh yeah, we also have, hold on, I'm gonna find it.
This dog, I'm gonna trip and die.
I think it's over here. Yep. So right here, we got wallbore 255. So we're gonna swap this out with the pump that's in there right now, and we got a few more other things to do. Let's get to work. I'm over here getting the fuel pump off. I already got this plate off and all the bolts. I just gotta get these two lines off, the fuel in and the fuel return, and I'm gonna take the pump out and then swap it over with the other one. And Brendan's over here cleaning up the surface of the oil pan.
We can get this thing on, and then we'll be able to weld it on to the pan.
Sick.
A fresh paint. So if we come down here, you can kind of see it. I got the new filter in with the oil feed. So yeah, it's kind of ugly how it wraps around the top. There's not too much we can do about that right now. We'll figure it out. But for now, we're getting everything hooked up. We made this heat shield over here so Sleepy's spark plug wires don't melt. One of them ripped when we were taking it out, so it's a good thing we're doing this anyways because that probably would have broken down the line. Sleepy's working on that side intercooler piping. I got 2 bolts and the turbo drain ready to go in whenever Brian's. And then we can throw the injectors on and it's pretty much good. We got the oil drain on, it's bolted on up here. Oil feeds on. It's connected at the bottom, but we have to get a clamp and some JB welds so we can go around what I welded on just to make sure it doesn't leak. So Brian and Adrian just left to get some intercooler piping from Justin. I just wired up the MAF. I'm gonna pull the injectors out now, bang that out by the time they get back. Should be all done, so we'll get to putting these injectors in. Alright, injectors are all out. Time to lube up the seals on these 550s, throw them in, and put the fuel rail back on. Alright, so injectors. They're all in, plugged in, lubed up, didn't rip any seals hopefully. So There's not too much left. Intercooler piping. I'm gonna put the new ECU in now, and then we have to do the battery cable and the intercooler piping in. It's turboed. So really it only took like 5 hours. Wasn't bad, but I'm just not gonna talk until it's actually running. So the battery back here is done. We have it grounded right here. Then this will just connect and the car will have power. Intercooler's all done. It's not the prettiest piping, but all T-bolts besides this one right here. And yeah, that's it. So time to go get some vacuum line, JB weld, and maybe a clamp, and then you can not wire in, but plumb in the boost gauge and the wastegate, and we're done and ready to let this thing eat. So we're back now. I just got some JB weld on the drain over there, right there, and we got the clamp on. Brian ran the wastegate vacuum line. Now we have to find somewhere to run the boost gauge vacuum line, which I'll find right now. Sleepy's adding oil, and we're ready to start it. The last thing we have to do is connect this battery positive up here to these two.
Do not bump these screws.
And then we're good to start it and see if this thing will.
So we connected the battery. I left this long because we don't have the right fittings yet. So this is really rigged, so we're just gonna cover in electric tape so we don't start a fire.
Alright, so it's on the ground, everything's all finished up. Well, it's on the ramps, but you ready, Sleep? Let's start this thing up! Uh-oh. Here we go! Big injectors in the ECU are in.
Yeah, ready? Nothing. No power.
The battery would help.
Got blue balls. Hold on.
Alright, so new battery's in. Hopefully it doesn't die, but let's see this thing fire up. Wait, let's check the injectors. Alright, no leaks. We're good to let her rip, Tater Chip.
Alright, here we go. So you're not going to get fuel if your pump's unplugged.
So that could be why it's not starting.
So now we'll let it prime.
Now let me plug this back in. Oh, now I feel it. Here we go. Watch out, Zeke.
Zeke, let's go.
Give it gas. So we just raised up the idle a little bit. There was a little fuel leak over here. We tightened these. Hopefully that's gone. And injector 1 wasn't firing, so it runs so much better now.
It wasn't even plugged in, so I honestly think we can lower the idle back down, but we'll see. And give it a start. What's it idling at?
900.
That's alright. We want like 750, but that's probably good. So here it is. There's no exhaust.
No flutter.
We're not under load. The turbo kit is done. We're going out for a test drive.
I wouldn't say start yesterday.
We started at 7 yesterday.
7, it's 8:40 today.
So I'm gonna say this is a 6-hour turbo kit install.
Yup.
We just gotta wrap up the exhaust, but that is not part of the turbo kit. So we're gonna take this off and take it out for a drive.
Alright, so we don't have an exhaust port yet, but we're gonna send it open down pipe for now and see how she boosts. Here we go, time for the first drive. Right up! Let's go! Keep going. Second.
Where am I going? Down that way?
Yeah.
Just go to scrape the intercooler off.
Just pull over. Just pull over. Just pull over. Let this car
It
go.
wants to go, dude. It wants to
Turbo.
go.
Ready, Sleep?
It wants to go. Holy f, that thing is fast.
Pull over more! That was 5 pounds. Dude. Sleepy, you let off way too early.
I need to find this clamp.
So
We're putting it back on and we'll limp it back.
we lost the clamp already. Was that a worm clamp?
Yep.
Thought we checked if they were tight, but we're gonna have to limp this back. Let's see. My side's good, his side isn't. Who's had a boosted car? Not him, I
Just
have.
walk back. Here we go, take 2. Whoa! Why did you hit boost that hard?
I was feeling myself.
Oh my god, you have worm clamp.
Huh?
Did a pipe blow off? I don't think so.
Did I have a what?
Just let it idle. No, it's fine.
Holy.
Slow down. What was that?
Hopefully a tool. Alright, so I'm gonna end this video here, but we got a little anxious and wanted to drive it. But it rips.
It's
very
boogies
fast.
now.
The fastest car I've ever driven.
Kid was like first, second, third, fourth, just banging gears.
Yeah, like he was street racing. Shifting as fast as he could, riding the clutch as much as he could, but he'll learn.
Feels like a Honda.
He's too hyped right now.
Yeah, I'm a little too excited
But-
about this, but
So
We'll get to
our
fixing
motto-
it tomorrow.
Our motto is run this motor till she pops and then you'll have a fresh one.
Hopefully it's done in time. We'll do the exhaust tomorrow. It sounded a lot better through the exhaust.
can you
And
imagine through the exhaust?
We'll try and get the hood dumped tomorrow too. That would be sick.
all I'm
Alright,
saying.
so we're gonna end the video here.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think of this budget turbo kit.
6-hour turbo kit.
Yeah.
We'll see what.
So now
we
my
can do
pit crew
tomorrow.
member for Street Series has a Turbo KA. Pretty hyped.
Now he's ready for Street Series.
I don't know.
Probably not.